Audio sync. Wheezy again tonight.
Hit me in the face.
I'm sorry.
That was a good one.
That was so good. Woo, Papa!
Did you say Papa?
Papa! That's how you say bod pod.
Don't go left. You were about to go left.
I like using the blinker.
Because you like your side lights.
I like to indicate. Look at this. It didn't do it.
Are you tired? We are. Is it too late to see a movie? Probably. Are we going to be exhausted all day tomorrow? Definitely. So sit back and enjoy the unqualified, unasked for, unabashed, unnecessary movie review podcast. You're listening to the B.O.D Pod, the Burnt Out Dads podcast.
Welcome to the B.O.D Pod.
Welcome to the B.O.D Pod.
This is an episode.
This is an episode.
I said episode wrong again.
What?
I said episode.
Well, you mumble, I mean.
Yeah.
Are you drunk?
No.
Are you sad that you're not drunk?
No. I wish I had that excuse, I guess.
I know.
It's just that I talk like a fool.
Speaking of fluids,
Ugh.
this episode is brought to you by
Monster Mocha.
Monster
Loca
Mocha.
Mocha. Oh, it's called Loca Mocha? That's so annoying. Okay, I'm going to read this description. No foam, extra hot, half calf, no whip, soy latte. Enough of the coffee house BS already. It's time to get out of the line and step up to what's next.
Yeah.
Java Monster, premium coffee and cream brewed up with killer flavor, supercharged with Monster Energy Blend.
Hey, yeah.
Coffee done the Monster
All
way,
that.
wide open with a take no prisoners attitude and experience and know how to back it up.
Dude, I'm getting pumped from the description.
Open it!
Oh, wait, gently shake it first. Is that any good?
That's not very good.
You didn't shake it gently, that's the problem.
It's not as bad as the regular Monster, I will say.
That's an improvement.
Oh, wait. There's an aftertaste.
Do you get the Monster flavor in there?
It tastes like
Monster? Oh.
you shouldn't be doing this. It tastes like a mistake of science.
So,
Open yours.
I will. I gently shook it. Is it gonna... We're good.
It's not... I don't think... It's not carbonated.
Well, it's somewhat...
Is it? Because it has like
Why am I
milk,
open?
it
There we
has
go.
milk in it. That's why you're supposed to shake it, because you're mixing it with
start,
like the cream.
Start
and
mixing a lot? Did you shake yours?
a little bit.
Mine tastes kind of good.
Really?
It tastes like a Starbucks Frappuccino.
I don't like this.
But your first drink was okay. Let me... Oh, aftertaste.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode's not sponsored by Monster.
This isn't bad at all. It's not good, but I expected so much worse.
I did too. I still don't like it, but
This is the Black Adam of energy drinks. I expected it to be terrible,
it's the Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah.
Energy drinks.
It's not terrible. It's not good. You know what's funny? This is totally unrelated.
I'm ready. Is it that I just got Monster Loca Java on my face, on my glasses?
Loca Mocha.
Sorry. Continue.
Please, if we're going to get sponsored by them.
That's fair.
What are the chances we get endorsed by Carl's Jr. and Monster?
We're just swimming in it. And also we'll have diabetes.
I had to Google if it's okay to drive with your dome light on, with your interior lights on.
Of course you did.
Because I'm like, did your parents tell you that was illegal growing up?
Yeah, of course. They told me lots of things were illegal. Staying up past your bedtime.
They told you weren't legal?
Yes, which is true.
It was in my mind that this is... My parents had all these reasons, like, well, because it's distracting for the driver, it's
True.
We could get pulled over.
True.
I will say, it is... The road is not the focus right now with these lights on.
I think that's the biggest thing. Like, you can still see, but I feel like my brain is being very distracted
Yeah.
while it's happening.
Hey, this rig almost died on the road.
I remember that.
Remember that pole?
Nope. I remember up to that point, and then now I don't.
Okay. For anyone listening to this, which is no one, by the way.
Or watching, which is also...
Or watching. Yay! Hi, YouTube! Hey, smash the
follow
button.
button.
Small that smash button. Can we contact YouTube and have change it to?
Yes.
I don't know what it is about that, but it's giving me some very weird energy.
That's good.
It's very weird.
Any amount of energy will be helpful right now.
I'm smiling a lot,
Oh, that is
and I
weird.
don't like it.
It's because it's monster. You're turning into a monster.
We should go see Smile.
You're Loca Mocha.
I'm a Loca Mocha.
That's not in theaters anymore.
It's not? Okay. So, speaking of in theaters, tonight, this evening at 9:39 p.m.
Yes.
First of all, oh no, it changed channels. Never mind. Ooh, real jazz? This is
None of that fake jazz stuff.
only the
Enough
realist.
of this coffee house BS.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tonight, that was our intro music. Tonight,
Thank you.
we're gonna go see.
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Wakanda Forever.
Yes.
Right? That's what it's called?
Or Wakanda temporarily because T'Challa died.
Don't.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Well, no, you know that, right? You know Chadwick Boseman's dead.
No! Full disclosure, Bryce has seen this movie.
I have seen this
I have
movie.
not seen this movie.
I saw it opening night like a real Marvel fan.
Yeah.
And by opening night, I don't mean Friday.
No.
We're talking Thursday night. Remember midnight showings?
Yes.
Man, I miss midnight showings. I miss it because I would get... It was like our movie crew kind of thing with our group. Anyway,
Yes.
we'd all get tickets, and I would get to the theater like at 4 o'clock. So I was at FedEx at the time. I'd get off early, and I'd just go and sit with my laptop and watch Marvel movies, whatever.
Just 8
for
hours before.
Hours. Yeah, oh yeah. I would sit there for so long, and eventually people would start showing up, and it was so enjoyable. It made the movie better because of like the anticipation.
Right. You didn't go with me when
Ever.
I did the Dark Knight Rises, did you? Where I watched the other two beforehand?
No.
So-
At the theater you watched the other two?
Yeah, so there
Oh,
was
that's
like
cool.
you got to watch all three, and then it was also like as a smaller group because not everybody's going to do that.
Yeah.
And because of that, they didn't open up the theater for the third one, so it was still the same small group in that theater together.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was kind of a cool experience. That's also how I got a job, because I saw a guy there that worked with my brother-in-law. He's like, "Hey, are you James?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I heard you were wanting a job at Symantec." And I was like,
Oh, really?
am.
I didn't
He's like, and we like figured out a time for me to do an interview. And then I
That's
got
so
a job.
funny.
Yeah, it was super random. So I always tell people Batman got me a job. Thanks, Batman.
Yeah, sure. Or was it Bane? Batman!
That's really good.
That was Winnie the Pooh, actually. Speaking of movies, segue, nailed it.
Second segue. that you
Where
Okay.
are you
nailed. Right
in
here.
relation to your thoughts of this movie
Got it.
going into it? Do you see how I saved that?
No, that was really good.
Thank you.
I don't have the highest hopes. I would like it to be good. However, a lot of what I liked about the first Black Panther was that Chadwick Boseman's just
He's great.
great.
Yeah.
I assume that they're
Also-
handing it off to Shuri, and she's fine. I don't know.
Also, Michael B. Jordan's great.
Yes, Michael B. Jordan is great,
Those two
but
are
he is
really
also dead. He's not dead. His character is dead.
Yes.
And then I like M'Baku.
M'Baku!
And
Yeah,
I also like Okoye, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a lot of the people.
The entire supporting cast is really
Yes.
good. And who's Lupita Nyong'o play?
I can't remember. She's great.
Nikita? What else are where else are your thoughts? I can't...
Okay.
Remember how I'm really good at journalism?
Yes.
This is an example of that.
Yeah.
Where else are your thoughts toward Black
Who, what,
Panther?
when, where else are your thoughts?
Yeah. The journal questions. Hey, cheers.
Monster Java.
Monster Java. Nope, Loca Mocha.
And it's actually Java Monster.
I will say, this isn't a spoiler because you already said Shuri,
I figure
Yeah.
sure he's going to be the Black Panther.
and you'll see this too. And she is a great actress. She does a really good job as Shuri.
Okay.
when she's in the Black Panther suit, you'll see this. She looks like a stick figure because she's so scrawny and she has like she has like super long arms, and I'm not saying she needs to be like this ridiculous, curvy superhero. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like she's just like odd shaped for a superhero. It's like to where I'm like, she doesn't look muscular at all. She just looks really scrawny and
right. Well, that's part of why I wanted Okoye to be there, because she kicks butt.
Yeah.
But she probably is too good for this series, possibly? Franchise?
She's still in it,
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
But, she doesn't want to be that locked into it.
Oh, right. What else has... The director is Ryan Coogler, right?
Yeah.
What else has he done besides Black Panther 1?
He did Fruitvale Station, which is really good.
What that is. Really?
Yeah, it's based on a true story, and it's really sad, but it's really good. It has Michael B. Jordan in it.
Oh, really?
And then, did he direct Creed?
Oh, did he? Ryan Coogler?
I think so.
I don't know. I never watched those, actually.
Creed is great.
Says.
And that's another one with Michael B. Jordan.
Was that Gavin in front of us?
Yes. He doesn't have that car anymore. He sold it.
Oh, right.
So maybe it's Gavin's Jeep.
Oh.
Gavin's
Jeep!
All right, guys.
How much
it's
food
time
we
for
getting?
embarrassing.
Time for the
Carl
shame to hit in. Hit it? Oh, man.
Yep.
That screen is so bright.
Yikes, my eyes. I'm just going to get the usual.
Give me just one sec here.
I think they still have the...
Actually, question, do you guys still have the 2 for $5, some kind of deal thing?
No, we do not, but we do have a buy one, get one $1 for the Beatz or the Western.
Yep, that's the one.
Oh, okay. Okay, give me a sec. What do you want, 2 famous stars, 2 westerns?
What? Me?
No, it's just...
Oh, yes. I was so scared. I'm getting one of each. Do you get 2 westerns?
Yeah.
So then you want
3
1 famous star, 3 westerns.
Okay.
And a spicy chicken.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm ready for you. Sorry.
All right, what can I get started for you?
I'm gonna get 3 Western bacon cheeseburgers and 1 famous star,
All right.
and then also do 2 spicy chicken sandwiches.
All right, sounds good. I'll have you come out the window.
Thank you.
I'm so happy. Especially since you had tri-tip and
Shut
potatoes
up.
earlier.
Let's not bring that up. I didn't eat that much. I did eat a lot. No, I didn't eat that much.
No, it wasn't that much.
Here's
so much
the
food.
problem.
Are we going to split a large popcorn, though? We don't need to have 1 each.
That's true. 1 each?
Don't we usually get a large popcorn each?
No, we split a popcorn.
I haven't split one with you in a while, I feel like. Is that a dog or is that someone laughing? Is everything okay?
Hello. How much was it?
$23.56.
Okay, thanks.
Oh my gosh.
$23.56. At least it's evenly split.
Yeah,
this
that
time.
is a lot easier.
So, ready for this? 11, 20,
23? Nope.
6 and a half. Is that
8.
correct? Is it? I just guessed. I don't know.
11:28?
She said 12. No, 24.56. What she said.
That's good. Wait, really?
Mm-hmm. No, 23.
23.
I'm sorry. 23.56.
this
Ever
is-
told you how bad I am at math?
You just kind of did. 23.56 divided by 2 is 11.78. You weren't that far off, honestly.
I knew it had to be 11.
$12 each. That's actually not terrible.
Well, we're getting popcorn.
I mean, for this.
That's true.
For the amount of food that we're going to consume.
Here, I was going to say, here's the problem. I'm a sucker for a deal.
Yes.
Even though I'm spending more money to get a deal, in my mind, it's like, well, it's the deal. So if I'm getting 1 Western bacon cheeseburger, it's like, oh, well, it's a deal to get 2, so I should
Right.
get 2. You realize how stupid that is, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, good.
That's why every time when they say, it's only 80 more cents to get a large, I will go for it.
Oh, I will too. That's
Even
what
though I don't need it.
Now I just get the large.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need you to offer it to me. I know what I want. Because the way I buy food, this is white privilege to a whole other level.
Okay.
I don't want to eat all the food and be like, wish I had more. I would rather have plenty.
Have too much.
Have too much. Man, this is real shame. Last time it was funny.
Was it?
It's not. Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
How long is this movie?
Too long. It's 9:59 right now.
Oof. We're already late.
Thank you.
Feel how heavy that bag is. Yes. The weight of my choices.
Oh, she didn't say it. Okay. I assume that's all the food. She didn't say a word. Just shut the door like a rude head.
Well, she does laugh like someone who's being assaulted. That's what it sounded like.
Being
I thought
assaulted?
someone was in trouble back
I
there.
thought someone was dumping salt on her.
Nice, like a slug.
Yeah. That's why she's so scrawny.
She's a slug or because someone dumped salt on her?
She's both.
Okay.
She was a slug and someone dumped salt on her.
Do you think that the witch in Wizard of Oz was like water was the problem, or was it whatever was in the water?
Maybe it was salt water and she's a slug.
Maybe it was like a mop bucket, so it was chemicals.
Oh. Man, thank goodness for music to cut to whenever
It
we have
really
nothing.
is helpful.
Man, it's dead
There's
tonight.
no one here.
Oh, this is an opening night though.
No, it's.
I know
movie's been out for
that.
months.
I realize that, but I only cut the movies I see are on opening night. I feel like because I'm a
Last movie we saw wasn't
Special.
opening night.
Black Adam.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Marvel movies though is opening night, so to
Gotcha.
get here and there's no one here. Also, theater's gonna be empty.
Yep.
Okay, so we've now officially arrived at the theater.
We're at the theater. I'm gonna stuff a bunch of food into my pockets, and we're gonna go watch Black
I should
Panther.
have brought I had my backpack.
Enjoy this song.
Think they're gonna surf my backpack?
Oh no, my mic.
You. It just sounded like you got really far away.
That was me getting out of the car.
Yeah.
We'll
see you at the movies and after. Wakanda forever!
Wakanda forever!
Forever and ever!
Oh, sync.
Oh. No, do it in the middle.
It's such an
No,
awkward
I can do
angle for you.
left-handed.
Yeah, why are you not doing that?
Because I'm not leftied.
Leftied.
Left-handed.
Okay.
You know what they say, lefty.
I have a question.
This is Bobby Hutcherson.
Not that.
It's Chan's song.
Who's Chan?
Chan!
Oh.
As in Jackie. Wakanda forever!
Chandler Moore song. Do you think
Oh no.
that
This was a good movie.
having to
No.
do an accent takes away from someone's performance? Like, do you think it makes it harder?
It depends on the accent. Depends on the actor.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Benedict Cumberbatch doing an American accent. Actually, that's
Effortless.
I don't know. He does.
Yeah.
His acting does seem a little. Not acting. He comes off a little cornier with his American accent.
He's also, I assume you're thinking of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
He's also in a Marvel movie.
Okay, so part of it is the writing.
Yes. Because that was what I kept thinking was like, every time they had scenes where they had to emote, which was a lot, I was like, do you think you have to like, they have to use both sides of their brain to do this? Because I have to act emotional and do that. That was really good though.
What is it about after movie review
I don't know.
part-time driving home?
How many cars to talk about? Hurry! How many?
Let's count them.
No, I wanted your guess.
Oh.
It's only 2? I guess there's only...
That was one over there waiting for something or
it's
doing a
1
drug
a.m.,
deal.
so it's fine.
Yeah, but there was so many last time. Still, 2? That's a lot. That's a bigger
I
dozen.
thought it was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
But let me ask my questions.
Okay.
Where are your thoughts regarding this movie?
Where are my thoughts?
Where are your thoughts regarding
my brain?
what? Wakanda Forever.
That's my answer.
Yeah, I'm really curious your thoughts on it, because...
It's a very mixed bag.
Uh-huh.
I liked Namor.
He was great. Namor.
Did he say he's a mutant?
Yeah, he said he was.
Did he just drop that casually?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not the first one to use mutant, though.
No, didn't
You watched Miss Marvel?
No, I didn't. I'm not...
Spoiler alert! Spoilers! Miss Marvel, she's the first. And when she says it, like the X-Men thing kind of plays.
Excellent. They should do that every time someone says the word. And then when there's an actual X-Men movie, it'll become impossible to even hear the dialogue. It's just go every 5 seconds.
Patrick Stewart's grandson is Dr. Xavier, because I have to keep it different, you know.
Rick Stewart.
Rick. Oh, yeah.
It just gets shorter every time.
No, he has twin sons, Pat and Rick. Is Pat Stewart? Is Rick Stewart.
Together we are Pat and
the
Rick
sons
Stewart.
of Patrick Stewart. Oh, okay. Yeah.
What was your thoughts as a second-time viewer? Did you like it more?
The parts I was awake for.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Like I said, I got very tired, and I fell asleep with the boring part, which is the whole introduction of Talo.
Well, I'm very tired right now.
This is fun. What are the name of the people?
Uh-oh.
What do we call them?
Talokians.
Is that what they call them in the movie?
Talokans, don't they? Something like that?
They're from Talokan.
I thought he called them...
So I saw it the
Talokanis?
second time watched it.
Okay.
The second time watching it, as he shows up at the end of the movie, in the ship, whatever.
Yeah.
He calls them. Well, the subtitle says like Talokanil, like apostrophe EX.
Oh.
Talokanil X. I'm like, what? How am I supposed to say that? I don't know what that is. I can barely say Talokanil, Talokanilix.
Neelix.
I hardly know him.
From Star Trek Voyager?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I love Neelix.
Talokanilix.
Why were they blue on land and skin colored underwater?
Because Aquaman's also a franchise, and they have to do everything they can to differentiate from Aquaman.
But they're normal color underwater.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was kind of a cool idea.
It's fine. I was trying to figure out why it was happening. How is not important. Why is important.
And I like that.
That's a goal for the movie.
Namor. I like that he doesn't do that.
Yes, because he's a mutant.
Oh, it's 39 degrees.
It's so cold.
Yeah, I actually really like the design of them, because that was my concern when I first heard they're going to be introducing Submariner, aka Namor. Was it the child without love or something like that?
Yeah.
Which I really like that change to his backstory a little bit. It was really well done.
Yeah.
And the fact that it even works with like the kind of Hispanic or more Central America.
Right.
They say Mesoamerican, is that what they called it?
Yeah. Which I liked that whole thing.
Yeah.
Them being like
and
Aztec.
Yeah.
It was cool.
And it worked with his, like I said, it worked with his name, and
For
was,
sure.
yeah, that was actually pretty cool. My concern was because Aquaman came out first, I'm like, how are you going to differentiate? Because they're basically the same.
Right.
They live in Atlantis. Like, Namor in the comics is from Atlantis, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they're Atlanteans.
Probably.
Anyway. I'm not positive. I haven't
If
read
it's
that
an underwater
much.
city, it's probably...
Yeah,
Either people are going to think it's Atlantis, so you might as well just call it Atlantis.
Well, and also comic book writers do that. They jump back and forth all the time. Like the Eternals was originally what are they called? They had a different name under DC, and it didn't do very... It's like the New Gods, whatever.
Okay.
And it didn't do very well. And so those writers jumped over to Marvel and wrote the exact same thing called the Eternals, and some of them even had the same names, and it did better with Marvel. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, my point I keep trying to make and continuing to make is I like how they differentiated them, because that was my concern. How are you going to make this different from Aquaman? Because they're basically the same guy.
Yeah.
Even with like the spear, with like the trident and all that kind of stuff, and like I thought they did a really good job, because it was very different. Like even the way Atlantis, Talokan looked, Like, it was very dark, and it looked underwater. Like, it looked very, like, deep underwater, you know, like, kind of greenish looking, and...
Yeah, I like that it was kind of murky.
The design of it was really cool.
What is happening with green screen?
Oh.
It's getting worse.
So bad.
All of it was bad. Every time there's green screen, it was awful.
Yep.
And I just... Like...
It takes
especially
me out
them
so
going
bad.
through, like, the... I was expecting Crush to show up. Them going through the jet stream underwater.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Like, it looked so bad. Because there's, like, the shaky camera.
Yeah.
But it was the plug-in shaky camera where it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not good.
And, though... Excuse me. Riri Williams, Ironheart. Now, they've done the whole... Not talking head, but the... Kind of a talking head. The face in the suit. They've done that since Iron Man 1. It looked better in 2008 in Iron Man 1 than it did in this. It looks so manufactured now. Even though it was back then, too, it just looks worse now. I don't know what's going on.
I feel
Maybe they're just not paying their... Well, that's true. But.
Yeah, that's a known thing. I feel like it was not that great in Infinity Saga 2, though. Like, the later ones. Like, I remember thinking that when Bruce is in the Hulkbuster suit.
Oh, that's right.
Like,
yep, that was really bad.
That looks rough.
When the helmet comes off and he's talking and it's clearly, you know, he's just sitting on like a bicycle seat somewhere in a studio and they just animate all this around him.
But I feel like that was like, it was fewer and farther between the bad.
There'd be like moments of like, oh, that was pretty bad.
But now it's like real bad. But
like,
not everything was bad though. I liked...
When it's all CG, it looks great. It's only when they add real people to it.
I do love that they continued the tradition of having the people on the cliffside during the challenge scene look awful.
Yeah.
Because I remember that from Black Panther 1.
Yeah.
It is awful. Oh,
that's smart, dude.
Dude walking with his...
Enjoy your
bag.
food. Got him. Dude.
He can't enjoy it. He's going to throw in the ditch.
No, he should. He needed a famous star.
I had one.
I know. Long lost famous star. I don't feel as sick as I thought it would.
I don't know if that's good.
Considering that I had tri-tipper earlier this evening.
I think your body is acclimating to how
My body's a
terrible
wonderland, first of all. It's like, we've talked about this before, I'm sure. Probably even on the last episode.
Check last
like
week.
McDonald's.
Yes.
If you don't ever eat McDonald's and you eat McDonald's, it will make you sick. If you eat McDonald's a lot, you feel fine.
So it's like poison.
It's like Taco Bell.
It's like building up a tolerance to poison.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying, yes. Or it's like because like Taco Bell's the same way. Like, if you never eat it and then you eat it, it's going to make you sick. It's like people in like third world countries, like they eat terrible food and so much are fine. So in some ways, I'm better than everyone else.
You are evolved.
You're
a mutant!
Oh, I did it.
Oh, man.
We got to do that every time someone says
really should. Let's see.
Oh, one thing I remember from last time was that there's a lot of scenes that felt like should have been a deleted scene.
Yes.
That were in it anyway.
Yes. It could have been a good 15 to 20 minutes shorter.
Yeah.
The pace was fine.
I remember that too.
But it could have been shorter.
The pacing was consistent, but it was slow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did Martin Freeman need to be in it?
Probably contractually, yes.
Sure.
But did he add anything to it? No.
Like, I feel like you could take his stuff out and it wouldn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
They could just get that information any other way.
Did you notice the subtle joke, by the way?
Which one?
When he was in chains at the end, and then Okoye said, colonizer in chains. Now I have seen everything. Did you get that subtle joke?
I did not.
You see...
Now I do.
Well, let me explain a little bit.
Oh, no, please.
So... Should you say that got cut now?
Probably.
See, white people used to... This is years ago. used to at least 5 or more than 5 or 6.
Okay.
That's a good way of describing that. I'm done with this joke.
Okay.
But that was like, I'm like, okay, get it out of your system. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, that's just corny writing. A colonizer in chains. No, I have seen everything.
They really, like, pumped up the Okoye slapstick stuff, this movie.
Yeah.
Which sometimes I liked, sometimes I was like, okay. It's kind of like what they've done with Drax, where Drax was kind of like he didn't get the joke in the first movie.
Yeah.
But he was still like imposing, and then the second movie he's just dumb.
Yeah, that's pretty much where he's at now.
And I feel like that's what they're doing with Okoye, which is sad because she's just kind of BA.
I mean, now she's the Midnight Angel. Did you know about, because you've read quite a lot of comics and stuff. Did you know about the Midnight Angels before this? I had no idea.
So that's a thing.
Apparently, that's a thing from the comics, and I'm like, that suit looks retarded.
Yeah,
sorry,
it look great.
That suit looks not good. The edit point. That suit is not good.
Yes, that's what you said the first time.
It looks like a person that has issues.
It looks not good.
Yeah.
Looks like a person
The
that's
design,
not good.
I'm like, I want to like look up the comic book version to go, okay, maybe that looks better, or maybe it looks bad in the comics too.
From the comics.
And they tried to do comic book accurate,
Yes.
but I'm like, ugh.
Also, the amount of times, anytime she took the faceplate off, it looked so bad.
That's a thing that they do all the time now.
Yeah.
Ever since Robert Downey Jr. had to have the nano suit, now every single suit has a mask that lifts.
Yeah.
Ironheart did it because we got to show the face because she's an actress and wants to show her face. Why can't everyone be Pablo Escobar? What's his name? No,
Carl Urban.
Pedro Pascal.
Oh yeah, or Carl Urban.
Right.
Pedro Pascal did show his face. Carl Urban did not.
That's true. But I mean, for the majority of the show, though, he has a helmet on.
And when he takes his helmet off, he takes it off physically.
By the way. Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't CG off his face.
And reveal how bad the computer animation is.
When I heard that Ironheart was going to be in this, I figured it would be more shoehorned. I actually thought they did pretty good.
You think so?
Introducing her, yeah. I thought it was interesting that they didn't do anything. The only thing they said was, she said, is that Stark tech? But like, she didn't talk about Tony's impact on her or anything.
Right.
Which isn't that a big thing in the...
I believe so, yeah.
Also, she's usually younger, right?
I think she's supposed to be like in high school or...
Okay. I've only read a little bit of Ironheart stuff, but I feel like I just think of her as like a little smaller.
Yeah. I mean, I think they did a good job of putting her in college.
Yeah, no, I think you have to, but
the girl who's playing her is very like, she's pretty short in stature and all that, so she looks the part.
And speaking of that, yes, Black Panther looks weird.
Right? Isn't that okay? She is just has just a weird stick figure.
Very small, and it's a big helmet.
Yeah, and it's a very big head too, which doesn't really help.
So she kind of looks like a bobblehead.
She's a Funko Pop. Which, I mean, I don't want to, body shame or whatever, but she should be ashamed of her body. No, she's just like, you don't look imposing at all as a Black Panther. And like, they had to they had her do like more flips and stuff.
Right.
Which, if you're going to be like more of a smaller in stature, like petite type hero, then yeah, you should do like the flippy stuff and all that kind of thing. Like Vega from Street Fighter.
Yeah, exactly like that.
You play Street Fighter, right? Okay, cool. We should know Blanca, am I right, guys?
Beetlejuice.
Anyway, I'm old. Yeah, I feel like she could have done more of that, though. Like, have her be even more like Yoda. Just flipping everywhere.
That would have been great.
Maybe not to that extreme, but I don't know.
With a lightsaber.
I mean, they did a good job. I think she was...
It was fine.
It was fine. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. It was fine. M'Baku's so good.
M'Baku's great. Have you seen him in anything else?
I know he's been in a bunch of stuff. I feel like I have seen him in something else.
Him and Lupita Nyong'o are in Us.
And
I like both of them in that.
And who's the other dude who was in the first Black Panther movie? And he was in...
Chadwick Boseman.
No. Yeah, Chadwick Boseman. No, he was in Nope. He was the lead in Nope.
Daniel Akuye?
Sure, that sounds right.
Yeah, that guy's great. Oh. Yeah. Sugar Plum Fairy.
That's what they call me.
I like how it says John Beasley, Edward Livingston, and Chris. I assume there's more to that, but I like
Nope.
They're like, no, this is Chris.
This is Chris. We never got his full name.
He just writes the jazz
That's
parts.
actually what is credited as, the jazz parts to the jazz song. He writes the jazz parts.
Whatever. Chris, get out of here. Go write some jazz.
Go write some jazz parts. So we have something to play. So, yeah, after I watched it last time, I remember thinking it was... If this was within the Infinity Saga, this is like an Ant-Man level. It's honestly kind of along with the first Black Panther a little bit. I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was that... I remember when it came out, everyone was going like, "Oh, this is the best thing ever." And I saw it. I'm not going to tell you who people I was talking to that said that, but...
It's me.
Yeah.
I liked it. Chadwick Boseman elevated it.
Yeah.
Which is was a weak point of this movie. But...
I did like the way... I like how he was still kind of the center of this movie.
Yeah.
They did a really good job of, like, honoring him and make him... It's still... I mean, even though the whole story was about Shuri's journey with, dealing with grief and... Oh, do you think we could watch it again and track Dabda? Dabda. That's depression.
Oh, yeah.
Anger, betrayal, denial, acceptance.
You missed bargaining.
Oh! So it's danger, abstinence,
yes,
bargaining,
yes,
danger again.
Oh yeah, it sneaks up on you.
Well, it's not dangerous. Of course you're gonna get angry.
You missed the turn, and you're going to miss it every time you drive.
I choose to miss the turn. I want to go to my house.
I want to go to my house too.
I'll drive you home.
Don't, please.
You can drive yourself home with your license.
Shh. Don't tell the cops I don't have my license.
Okay, but I'll tell the podcast listeners James lost his wallet.
That's fine, as long as there's no cops
find
listening. If you're a cop, hang up now. Hang up. Hang up your podcast.
Our podcasts are on our outgoing voicemail, so you call us. It just plays our podcast.
God help you if you accidentally stop listening for a second. You're going to have to start the entire thing over for this thing.
Yeah, it doesn't remember where you were.
No, what outgoing message does.
Anyway, so I feel like this movie was for Phase 4 of Marvel and where we're at with things now.
Yeah.
This is like an 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Compared to everything else that's out there.
It's true.
So I was very excited for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And that
I
was
liked that one more than you.
You did?
I did. But that's because I like Evil Dead.
I liked Evil Dead back in the day. Actually, I liked Doctor Strange. I had way high... The problem is my expectations were way too high going into it. And it wasn't the Multiverse of Madness. It was the 4-verse.
Dual-verse.
Yeah.
I guess there's 3 main ones.
Yeah. And a couple of those that they skip through, but there's the main one.
Right. Oh,
Possum.
Oh, that is former Possum now.
Oh, God, that's a video.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, well, it was a big boy.
Yeah, it's shorter now.
He walked so slow, that idiot.
He deserved
He
that.
had it coming. I'm glad that's on.
I should have grabbed the camera and pointed it forward so I could see.
Should we go back and go see that thing?
No, it's still in your wheel.
Funny. Ugh. It's funny, as soon as I hit that, I was concerned about my little It's like a mud flap thing. It's in the back that always scrapes on driveways and stuff because it's really low. And I was like, oh man, I hope it didn't damage my mud flap. Because this one's like already like broken a bit.
It's a possum flap now.
Yeah. I'm picturing his head getting squished under my tire. That's pretty awesome.
That's interesting.
This is a true story.
Okay.
I just hit a possum.
Oh, this music just turned.
Ooh.
Around midnight.
I got a true story for you, see. Bilbo, ring is still in your pocket. Years ago, a friend of mine, who I will not name, Tim Munson, we were driving in his truck, and it was super foggy on Cobra Road. And I remember, like, really foggy, or kind of leaning forward like this to see, kind of like how I've been doing with this light in my eyes. Mm-hmm. And I remember we saw this rabbit, like, come out in front of us, and then, like, start running away from us because he saw us, whatever. Mm-hmm. But, of course, like, we're in his little pickup truck, and so we're way faster than a rabbit, turns out.
That's impressive.
Anyway, and we nailed that sucker. And in hindsight, this was very stupid because it was foggy, and we parked the truck on the side of the road and got out in the middle of the road to go find the rabbit.
What?
We could have gotten hit by a car. That was very stupid. Anyway, this
should have gotten hit by a car.
So we found the body.
Okay.
And its head was missing.
Oh.
So when we hit this thing, we just full on decapitated it. And we walked down the road a ways and found its head, just like eyes open, looking up at us. So we like punted the head off this thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, with his truck, obviously, not with our foot. I don't want to confuse you when I say punt. Anyway.
That is a fun story.
Isn't it?
I guess you didn't say fun, you just said true.
It's a true story, yeah.
That is a true story.
That is a true story and a fun story.
It's a true story.
And it's applicable because of panther, animal.
And hitting a possum.
Hit a possum, another animal.
It's all coming together.
It all ties together.
What rating would you give this movie?
I think I already did.
You did?
I mean, I would say it's
current.
like an...
Gotcha.
I don't say an 8. Oh, no, yeah, for like current MCU, it's like an 8. For Infinity Saga MCU, this would have been like a 6.
I would say there's a few parts that are a little intense. I'd probably give it like a PG-13 for sequences of violence.
Because it's a rating.
That's a rating.
Yeah. Well, we got the...
I don't know, like a 6.
MPAA over
like
here.
6.
Better or worse than the last movie?
What's the last movie?
Black Panther.
Oh.
Sorry. Ooh.
It was
It's got spicy.
It was a little bit less focused, so I would say a little bit worse. I would give the other Black Panther like a 7.
So, again, last time I watched it, I remember thinking... Now, I get, they had to honor Chadwick Boseman. I feel like
Lord.
What?
No, I just... Continue.
You just realized you have to drive home still?
No, I'm just thinking of, like, the decisions that they had to make.
Oh, yes.
Would be awful.
Okay, yeah. So, obviously, they had to honor him, and they did a great job, because he was, like, the center of the movie still, even though... anyway. I remember after the first time I watched it, thinking that if it felt like a war between Wakanda and Talokan kept getting interrupted by Black Panther memorial service.
Yeah.
Because, like, they kept going back to this, like, super sad, which it is sad, and I don't want to, like, take that away.
Yeah.
But it's like, can we move on a little bit from it? Even though the whole story was about Shuri dealing with it, right. I feel like you could still show that story of her without having to keep bringing back up, like, clips of him and, like, I feel him on the wind, and like he keeps coming back, and then I don't know. It felt like it was like it was kind of a downer to keep bringing it up the whole time.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know another way to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know a better way of. Yeah, I don't know.
I did like Killmonger showing up.
Why did he look better in this than he did in the last movie?
He always looks better.
The dreads look dope. Did he have the gold teeth last time?
Yeah.
Dude, he looks so good.
Yeah, he was a great character.
Also, he looked...
I miss him.
Yoked.
I'm glad they didn't. I thought they were gonna kill Namor for a second. I would have been pissed because he was a really good.
I would hope they wouldn't do that after like they finally introduced the first mutants.
Yeah.
Besides Miss Marvel,
But he was just he was a sympathetic villain, which is always helpful.
yeah, I think he was probably the best part of the movie.
Yeah, easily.
I thought Shuri was really good. Yeah, it was just. Meh. Did you? This is flickering. Did you think they were gonna kill off Madre? This is her
Queen?
Her mom. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
I kind of figured.
Keep thinking Talokan.
Just because I figured she's done, the actress.
Yeah. Wait, the actress is done.
I feel like she's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
She's retiring from acting.
In Black Panther,
Yeah, no, I get that.
which she was good. Also, that lady's buff.
Yeah, I noticed that when she was at the one arm out. It was like she was. So if you look at Lupita Nyong'o, because at the end she's in like her superhero suit,
Right.
But you know what I mean. She is like muscular, like she looked more like what I feel like Black Panther should look like.
Yes.
And she's still like fairly slender and stuff, but she looked muscular.
Both her and Okoye both have physiques that like would fit it better.
Yeah, Letitia Wright. She's too scrawny. Like when she's laying on that table, and she's drinking the purple Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
That's when the first time I watched it. That's when I'm thinking she looks like a stick figure because she's laying there like on this white table with this tight thing on, and with her arms out, like her arms are super long.
Yeah.
Just like Stretch Armstrong.
Or like. I have nothing.
Cool. Anyway, we did it.
That's the end.
And to finish, here's Herbie Hancock.
Thanks. Play us out, Herbs. That's my favorite part. How else are you supposed to sing with
You're not supposed to
jazz?
sing along with jazz. You're supposed to just Remember, like good soup.
Oh, this soup good.
I forgot how loudly you eat soup.
Yes.
Oh, I like this soup.
This soup good.
Hey, you guys try this soup? Across the room.
Yes. Or right next to me. It doesn't matter how far they are. I'm gonna yell it.
You're yelling it to your wife.
Oh, you try the soup? Daddy, stop yelling.
What?
We're eating pizza. This soup good.
All this happening at a jazz club.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
jazz is loudly playing in the background.
That's why you have to yell.
That's fair.
How else am I supposed to hear you? Ugh. Okay, we did it.
Yes.
We bod-potted.
That's another episode.
Dude,
I'm so tired.
do we seem like burnout dads?
This is the most accurate arc title.
I feel like a burnout dad.
Yes. Bye.
What's funny is that... Oh, I'm not done.
I didn't stop it yet.
The thing with our name
Yes.
has nothing to do with really being dads. I'm not a burnout dad.
mentioned
I'm just
olive
a
twice.
dad. I know. I'm a dad, and I'm just burnout in
Yes.
general. I want to make that clear so people don't think
okay.
I'm like sick of being a father.
Yeah. I'm not that.
We know how we feel about things.
Yes.
We know how we feel.
We know.
High five again. Okay, we'll see you at the movies.
See you at the
And after
the movie.